Hello, everybody. So great to see you today. I like to start off this video by saying a quote I read, and it says, "A physician once said, the best medicine for humans is love." And someone asked, "What if it doesn't work?" The physician smiled and said, "Increase the dose." In this video, I like to talk about the power of love and what it can do within us and in our lives and all the people that we are surrounded by. I love this place. I am so ecstatic. Isn't this a beautiful place? I was taking my morning walk today, and this is a gated community. You have to have the key in order to come in. But lo and behold, you see right there, the door was open. I thought to myself, oh, I don't have the key to come into this gated community. But then I saw 5 other door gates that were open. So sure enough, I came inside. And once upon a time, this place was open. It was not gated. I used to bring my son here when he was a little kid, when he was a toddler. But then one day they suddenly put up all these fence for the community of the people who live here. So I was really saddened because I love to take my walks here. And you can see right behind on this, I used to have my son walk along this little brick area, just along this place, this area for fun. So for many years, 20 years, this place was gated and locked, and I didn't have the key. But today I decided to come right in because the gates were open. Some of us may think, wow, you know what? I don't deserve to be loved today. I did way too many bad things, wrong things in my life. I am not lovable. I am not worthy. I've made way too many past mistakes. I have not been a good mother. Mother's Day is here. Happy Mother's Day to all of you. Or maybe you may feel your mother was not good to you growing up as a child, and you may have all these mother wounds within that growing up, you feel you were incapable to become a good mother yourself because you didn't have the love from your mother. Who knows, whatever it may be, we all are walking around either being led by our wounds, but I hope today you will be led walking in the Spirit. For the gate is open for you today, and God's love is here, and His love is unconditional. We don't have to do any works. We don't have to have that certain key to unlock that gate to receive the power of God's love. All we have to do is exist. It says in Psalm that God says, I have formed you in your mother's womb, for you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Yes, indeed. And He knows our souls so well, and we are so lovable in God's eyes. So today, let us focus on the power of love. I heard of this one story, and it said, if you were to invite these 3 things into your house, what would it be? Success, wealth, or love? What would you choose to invite? Well, if some of us want to have all the money in the world and have wealth, we may choose wealth or success. But did you know if we choose the one love, automatically what will follow will be success and wealth. The power of love, it all comes in many forms and fashion. And I love what it says, the 12th century definition of wealth is the condition of our well-being, our health, our happiness, our fulfillment, and of joy. So today I pray on Mother's Day, let us just envelop God's love and let it overpower our spirit and in our hearts today. If some of us are just not in a very good relationship with our mother growing up, or maybe she was just absent one way. Maybe physically she was absent, not there, or emotionally she was not present. Whatever way, it is not her fault. Who knows how she was treated by her own mother growing up? We all have our different cultures, our different environments, how we were raised. I know with my own mother, as an example, her mother, my grandmother, was horrible to her. She did not treat her well, did not show any signs of love or support or of encouragement at all. But my mother did her best as she came here to America at age 20 years old, young, to this foreign land, not knowing the culture and how to speak and how to work. And instantly she got pregnant and raised 3 daughters. And she did her very best. So all of us at our time, we only know so much and we can only do our very best. And we have to be kind to our past selves if we made poor choices or decisions in our life and all the mistakes. Let us be kind and just receive God's grace today. For His love is immeasurable and love conquers all. For only when we are motivated in the power of God's love to do what is good and right, He will honor that, and blessings may come and overflow in our lives. Some of you know my story about my mother. I like to share at this moment that she has the mental illness because it's the month of mental illness, and she has schizophrenia. And I didn't learn about her condition until I was about 29 years old. She had a major relapse, and it just shocked and awoken me. And that's when I asked my father, what is wrong with mom? Why is she acting so strangely? And that's when he told me that she had mental illness. So growing up, when I am reflecting back, we had a communication language barrier. I couldn't speak Korean very well. She couldn't speak English. I always thought she was old-fashioned. She didn't understand what is going on in these times. She was so strict. And every time I asked her questions out of curiosity, she always abruptly says no. I asked her to do things, she said no. And she never bothered to explain why. So I didn't know a lot of things. It was just hard for her to teach me anything because we had the language barrier. But only through her example of her love was she able to express to me her own way of what she knew, because all of us have the innate love within us through God's Spirit. And once we are aligned in God's love, are we able to express it to others just by our actions, our demeanors, whatever way that it is expressed? So on Mother's Day, I found this card and I thought it was so perfect to give to my mother. And I was just thanking her for all of her past prayers and love and support and encouragements to me. And all of that made me who I am today. And I thanked her especially because as a hairstylist, I've been working for 37 years in the hair salon. And she sat me down when I was 15 and a half years old as a sophomore in high school. She was so concerned for me because all I wanted to do was go out and play with my friends. So she sat me down looking very serious and solemn. She asked me, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" That came out of nowhere. I thought, And then she says, "What kind of job do you want to have or career?" And I couldn't think of anything. And then I finally thought, wow, I would like to be a hairstylist. I love to do things with my hands. It'll be a great part-time job as a mother. I like to witness to people. I can share with them about the gospel of God's word. I like fashion, all of those things. And I thought she was gonna reprimand me and be upset with my answer of being a hairstylist. But she paused. She said, "Is that what you really want to do?" I said, "Yes." I was all excited. She said, "Okay." I'm like, surprised. "Okay." I was so excited. So she supported me. The next day I enrolled in beauty school and high school as a sophomore. I enrolled at the ROP program. She drove me to my beauty school 3 times a week. I did not have my driver's license at that time. Her love, as you can see, the gate is open there. That was her way to show me her love. Again, love is right there. We may feel that we need the right key to open it up, and there's boundaries set up. We may feel that we're not good enough. We made so many mistakes, where we're not the best daughter in the world, where we're not the best mother to our children in the world. We may not have been showing love to our family and friends the best way possible. But the gate is open, and God's love is innately within us, and His love is so powerful. Again, I say, the physician said, increase the dose. If love doesn't work, you keep pouring out your love to people around you that may need it, and it's not reciprocated, and you are not seeing any kind of response in a positive way from them. Keep on showing and expressing your love the best way you can possible. For again, with love comes wealth and success. And I hope that something that I said in today's video may soften your heart, and just take that pause in that moment and just think about the power of God's love and how magnificent it is. And whatever we do things out of duty, it will definitely deplete us. But when we are energized by love, that will definitely skyrocket and energize us to the max. So again, the power of love can do wonders for people around us. Let us show and spread God's love and light to others today. Happy Mother's Day to all of you. And I pray that God's grace may soften your heart with forgiveness towards your mother if she may have not been the best mother to you. For she didn't know any better, and she was struggling maybe, or at a bad place in her life, or incapable because she didn't know how to be a mother. Let us show and express love within our hearts and pray for forgiveness to her, so that we may be healed and we may not be led in the spirit of our wounds, but only in the spirit of God's love today. And again, I was so excited to come here to this gated community. I have not been here in 20 years, but I took the chance because that gate was open, and 5 other gates were open as I took my morning walk. So I decided, I'm going to come inside, and I don't think no one's going to close all 5 gates. I thought I'd take a chance to make this video for all of you, and I hope that you may be blessed and know the power of God's love. And the gate is always open freely for you to walk in. And you don't have to be perfect to receive God's love. Again, we are fearfully and wonderfully made. And we don't have to feel so much guilt-ridden and resentments and shame in our lives and all of these negative things. No. God's love is here to stay, and let us just embrace and envelop God's love and give Him all the praise and glory, and just feel God's warm embrace. He is hugging you, and He is just embracing you, and He's giving you a big kiss today. God bless you, and let us be energized and walk in the spirit of God's love. And again, going back to my mother's story, we didn't have the best relationship. We still have a language barrier, but she has shown in her own way different ways of expressing her love to me. And today I am able to be the best mother possible to my 2 sons, only through embracing God's love and increasing the dose. God bless you, and I hope something I said may encourage all of your hearts today to walk in the spirit of love, and your life will be full indeed, along with wealth and success. It all comes together. See you next time, and please take good care. Goodbye.